Tonight, you look up at the night sky. You expect the familiar, dusty glow of the moon. Instead, you see yourself. Or at least a perfect silver reflection of the entire Earth. It's the most ambitious engineering project in human history. A mirror 3,500 kilometers wide, hanging in the cold void of space. But within 24 hours of its completion, the celebration turns to chaos. You didn't just build a wonder of the world, you built a weapon that might just set the planet on fire. Why would we ever do this? Science fiction calls it a stellar nearer. The goal was simple: solve the energy crisis forever. By angling this massive silver sheet toward the sun, we could reflect 24/7 sunlight onto solar farms in the Sahara Desert. Unlimited, clean energy, no more fossil fuels, no more power bills. In the beginning, it's beautiful. For the first time in history, the word night becomes obsolete. The sky glows with a soft, ethereal silver light. Cities stop using street lamps. Crime rates plummet because there are no shadows left to hide in. But then, the heat starts to rise. You see, a mirror that size doesn't just reflect light, it focuses energy. Imagine a child with a magnifying glass on a sunny day. Now, imagine that magnifying glass is the size of a continent. Within a week, the second sun starts cooking the atmosphere. In the regions directly under the reflection, the temperature jumps by 20 degrees Celsius in a single afternoon. Birds fall from the sky, their wings scorched mid-flight. The Arctic ice caps don't just melt, they collapse. And then comes the light pollution crisis. Humans need darkness. Our brains rely on a tiny gland to produce melatonin. Without it, we lose our minds. After 14 days without a true night, the global population enters a state of permanent sun psychosis. Sleep is impossible. Hospitals are overrun with people who are physically exhausted but mentally wired. But we aren't the only ones suffering. Every ecosystem on Earth is built on the cycle of day and night. Flowers refuse to close, burning through their energy until they wither. Nocturnal predators like owls and wolves can no longer hunt. They are exposed, blinded by the silver glare. The food chain doesn't just bend, it snaps. But here's the twist you didn't see coming. The mirror isn't just reflecting light, it's exerting pressure. Photons, light particles, actually have momentum. This massive sail begins to catch the solar wind. Without constant, incredibly expensive thruster corrections, the mirror starts to wobble. A 1-degree shift in its angle moves the reflected beam from an empty desert to the center of London or New York. In a heartbeat, a city is turned into a solar furnace. Steel begins to soften, asphalt turns back into liquid. The world realizes that the energy savior is actually a death ray hanging by a thread. So, would we ever actually do it? Physicists say it's possible, but the cost isn't just the trillions of dollars in aluminum and glass. The cost is our connection to the universe. With a mirror that size, we would never see the stars again. No Orion, no Milky Way, just the blinding reflection of our own ambitions staring back at us. We would be a planet trapped in a room with the lights turned on forever. If you had the choice between unlimited free energy or ever seeing a sunset again, which would you pick? The answer might be more terrifying than the darkness itself. If you survived this scenario, hit that subscribe button. We're exploring more what-if timelines every week. Next time, we're looking at what happens if the Earth had 2 moons and why one of them would eventually have to die. I'll see you in the next reality.